Hi, my name is Jennifer Schaefer, for those of you that don't know me, and I'm running for the position of trustee with the Port Jefferson Library. Due to the fact that I'm a new candidate and this weird Zoom format, I wanted to take this time to introduce myself, let you get to know why I decided to run and what I believe I can add to this position. I'm a native Long Islander. I grew up in Centereach. I'm married and have two children, Sophie, who is 15 and in the 10th grade, and Allie, who is 11th and in the 6th grade. I lived in New York City for about 10 years, but when I was having my second child, Allie, we decided to come home to Long Island. We chose Port Jefferson because, as much as you might not realize it, and because it's so urban, New York City has a real sense of community when you're living there. And there's also an ease and accessibility to all things, from the functional, like doctors and that, and also to the fun and exciting events that always go on in Manhattan, including, by the way, the library. There's the New York City Library is set up that it has small branches throughout all of Manhattan, and you can go to many of them. Sophie and I spent many days strolling around visiting the libraries. There was even a branch in the lobby of my office building. But Matt and I wanted to capture that feeling when we came back to Long Island, and Port Jefferson seemed to fit the bill. We moved back 12 years ago in 2008, and honestly, we haven't looked back since. We've been so thankful that we chose Port Jefferson. We love living here, we love the community, and we love the town. Early on, I wanted to become involved in the community, and with small children, logically, I became involved in the elementary school. I was a class mom for many years and served on many committees with the PTA, and eventually I was actually approached to run for the board. I did, and I became the Pta Treasurer, and I instantly loved it. I became immersed in the school community and got to know so many wonderful people, and I really felt that I added to the success of the elementary school experience for my children, as well as the other kids going through school. When that term was up, I actually became the vice president, and I worked closely with the interim superintendent at the time so that we could promote the needs of the PTA and the school community when searching for a new superintendent. When that term was out, my youngest daughter was in 5th grade, so I didn't seek another position because the terms are 2 years. And I really wanted to become involved in the 5th grade committee and be really involved with all the 5th grade events, because that's what I did for Sophie. Unfortunately, COVID cut all those short, so we didn't have that much of an experience there, but that's what it is. The middle school and high school PTSA is not quite the same in opportunities, but I have been very involved in the middle school activities for Sophie. I did the Victorian luncheon, and I did a field day, and that was all great. And actually, now that they're both up in those schools, I really hope to seek out any other opportunities that are there. Outside of school, I added to the community by being a Girl Scout troop leader for 2 years, which was great, and I loved the girls. Unfortunately, it's just not that much of an interest in our school district, and kind of ran out of steam, but it was really great while it lasted. And more recently, I've actually become more involved in my faith community, and I now teach a religion class, which I also really enjoy. But now that my children are older, I've been thinking more and more about becoming more involved in the Port Jefferson community instead of the school community only. I've contemplated a few different positions that are available, and all of them are exceptional in their own way, but there's a special place in my heart for the public libraries and everything they have to offer. In fact, my love for the public library began as a child. I spent many summers at my public library, which was Middle Country, and in fact, I worked as a page there through all of high school. And I even contemplated a career in the library sciences as a second career once I was out of law school. So a few weeks ago, when I walked into the library and I saw that the trustee position was open, it just hit me. I knew this was where I'd like to offer my time and talent. The Port Jefferson Library is such an important and integral part of our community. My girls and I have spent countless hours there, beginning with Mommy and Me classes, reading, researching, playing the video games, and now I take many of the adult education classes, and it's just that it seems like the choice of events, activities, and resources are seemingly endless. Even through our current world challenges, I feel that the library has stepped up to the plate and offered a safe space for the community. I also have a personal love of reading. I think my family would tease that I am never without a book. And I actually have another passion, and that is early literacy. And I believe that the library could serve as the perfect vehicle to promote that passion as well. And my other one actually is saving the environment. And in fact, or working to save the environment. And my position, my role as an attorney, I work in a job that recycles previously non-recyclable items. And I've noticed recently that our own library is doing that too. So this position just combines so many of my passions. Finally, as I mentioned, I am a trained attorney, and I believe that would be of an assistance to the trustee position as well, at bringing my attention to detail, as well as my analytical and problem-solving skills to any issues that may arise. Also, as corporate in-house counsel, I spend my day persuasive writing and negotiating, which I also believe would be a great skill, as I could advocate for anything that any needs that arise in a non-legal sense, of course, but as a member of the board. I just think those skills would be really helpful. I think I would be a great asset to the board, and would love the honor of serving with the board, becoming a cherished part of the pillar of our community, helping to preserve the traditions, and also helping pave the road for future generations with new traditions, new resources, new innovations. Especially with my children at their age, I think they can really, and have given me so many great ideas on what that generation is looking for, and of the new technologies that are out there that are probably exponential to help the libraries be successful in our community. I would just love to be a part of making our library the best place it can be. Thank you for your consideration.